we have this, if you want to use this.
Just use the page up or page down. Use the page up or page down function.
Pointer?
Delete on the page up and page
This is
down.
page up, yeah. Okay, yeah.
Yep, there you go.
Ken's got one. So I've never really done one. Anyway, this is
On
club's.
the back right, back right.
It's not mine, it's club's property.
Back right. On the, no, on the side, I'm sorry, back on the side. There you go, right, underneath that one there. Underneath that one.
Okay.
There you go. It's probably recognizing this. Can you turn it on? Show them the button. There you go. Very good.
Today I'm going to be talking about what makes a website sell. There's a lot of websites out there on the internet. Some sell, some don't. So I'm going to tell you some things that you can use to make a website sell. Now, I'm the owner of a company called AdFish, and I specialize in online marketing, which is basically taking a website, being placed on Google, and then bringing traffic to that website, and then converting that traffic into someone picking up the phone and calling the owner of the website, giving them their contact information, or buying a product. And the way I do online marketing, it falls into 3 steps. What I've created is called the TAG process. It stands for target, advertise, gather. Target means you target who you're going after. You find out about them, their needs, their wants, who they are. Get specific. Everything you can find out about your potential customer, you find out about them before you start advertising. So you target where you're going to advertise. This is a step a lot of people skip. They think, oh, I'm going to throw money out there and I hope that I'm going to make more back. It doesn't work that way. With the proper targeting, you can decide if you should spend money, how much you should spend, and how long you should spend it for. So that's the target phase of the tag process. That's what I'll be talking about today. The other 2, advertise and gather. Advertise is simply bring traffic to your website. It's paid, it's free, whatever it may be, bring traffic to your website because you properly target who you're going after. Gather stands for gather the results. I mean, gather what happened. You targeted someone, you advertised to them, did they buy from you? If they didn't buy from you, why not? If they did buy from you, why did they? So figure out what happened and then repeat the process. Because then if you realize they didn't buy, maybe the targeting wasn't done properly. That's really where the biggest problem falls in with advertising, is in the target phase and in the gathering. And the target phase and the gathering phase. That's the planning. That's the part that's not much fun. The advertising part's fun. You put money out, people come in, you make sales. Everyone likes to do that. But it's really the part that's tedious and kind of boring. That's really what pays off. All right. Now, what makes a website sell? What actually makes a website sell? Shout out some answers. What do you guys think?
Quick access when you Google it.
Quick access, okay.
Good product, good.
Good product, good.
Easy to look at.
I'm sorry?
Easy to look at. You
Yeah,
don't have
easy
to go to the
location.
shop. Yeah, the application. Yeah.
Okay. All right, what makes a product or service sell is you having something that people want and they will pay for. That is the key. You having something that people want and they will pay for. If you don't have something people want, or if you have something people don't want, or they won't pay for it, it doesn't matter what you do to your website. It doesn't matter how you advertise, they're not going to buy it. So it's very important, whatever it is you're offering, you have to think, do people want this? Will people buy this? I'm going to give some examples of some products where they didn't do that. This right here is an egg tuber. What it can do is it can take a hard-boiled egg from its normal shape and turn it into a cube. Does anyone have one of these? Really, I'm surprised. Well, this is an example of a product that it doesn't matter what you do, no one's going to buy it. Does anyone here want this?
No.
Would anyone here buy it? That's the targeting phase. You do a good job with that.
Not unless I want to stack them.
If they want to stack them. All right, this is an example. If you thought Dr. Pepper was good cold, how do you think it would taste hot? example of another product that, well, nobody really wants it, and we're not gonna buy it. Now, this last one is my favorite. Wondersana hot pants. I'm surprised this fad didn't catch on. But it doesn't matter what you do with these products. It doesn't matter what you put on your website. It doesn't matter how fast a page loads. It doesn't matter how easy it is to find things. These products will not sell. They flat out won't sell because nobody wants them. We buy things because we want something. We buy to help us solve a problem. The products I showed you, they don't solve any type of problem for us, so we're not going to pay for it. All right, now what you need to do before you advertise, this is part of the target phase, is to know your competition. Know who you're going up against. You don't want to be the boy in the red shorts going against the sumo wrestler who probably weighs 600-700 pounds. It's very important to know who you're going up against. A lot of times when we advertise, we simply think, well, I have something I'm selling, so hopefully people will like it. But in the reality of it, if you're on the internet, when you search, you're going to look at 3, 4, 5 websites. Who here searches on the internet for something and goes to the first website they see and they buy right away? You compare, you look at what else is out there. So that's why you have to know what you're going against, so that can give you an idea of what to put on your website. What are other people putting on their website? What are their offers? Now, how do you know who you're going up against? How do you know who your competitors are? This is a very, very important step. Pretend you are your customer. Pretend you are your customer and ask yourself, would I buy from me? Actually put yourself in the shoes of your customer. Pretend you're the snowboarder. Pretend you're the guy on the bike. Pretend you're Charlie Sheen. What do these people want? If they're going to look for something, whatever it is you're selling, they're going to look at other people too. So what makes them happy? What makes them sad? What frustrates them? Do they have kids? Do they make a lot of money? Do they live in an apartment, in a house? Knowing all these things about this person may seem like overkill, but knowing more about them gives you an idea of what they want and how you can help them. Because they're paying for you to help them. That's what they're paying for. They're paying for you to help them solve a problem. If you can do a better job of that than everyone else, most of the time they'll pick you. So really, put yourself in the shoes of your customer before you advertise. This will save a lot of people a lot of money if you do this step. And ask yourself, would I buy from me? Would I buy from me? Then after you decide if you would buy from yourself, then you have to say, now what makes me stand out? So that means you have a good product or good service that people want and they will pay for. Now what makes you stand out? If you don't give people a reason to buy from you, guess what they're going to do? They're going to go on to the next site. They're going to look for the best reason to buy from someone. That means if you have something you're selling, and it's a good product, it's a good service, if you don't give a strong reason to buy, well, what do? Let's go to the next site and see what else they have. Let's go to the next site and see what else they have. That's what we do. So we have to give people a strong reason, a compelling reason to buy from us. And I mean compelling, give them a good reason. Don't just like, well, I'm kind of better than everyone else. It's not a good reason. What I do for my company, for Adfission, is our reason. We offer a free 15-day trial. That means if you're thinking about using services, there's other companies out there who want X amount of dollars up front. Try this out for 15 days. If you like it, then you don't have to pay a fee. If you do like it, at the end of 15 days, then we start charging. That's a compelling reason to pick us, because there's a lot of companies that say they can do it, and they can show they can do it, but can they really do it for you? So that's an example of something that I offer to have a compelling reason for people to pick me. All right, at this point, this is the stopping point. Before we work on the website, you have to know your competition. Know your competition, and you have to give people good reasons to buy from you, compelling reasons to buy from you. If you don't know your competition and you don't have reasons for people to buy from you, this is where you should stop. Don't even start working on your website, because it's going to be like taking that egg cuber and making a website for it. It doesn't matter what we do to it, it's not going to sell. Okay, these first two questions answered. You're confident yeses. I've got something that people want, and I give them unique reasons to buy from me, compelling reasons to buy. I know the competition. Now what do we do to the website? What do we actually do to the website to make it sell? All right, first thing you want to do is you want to make your website like a newspaper or magazine cover. Newspapers and magazine covers are designed to get your attention quickly, be interesting, and get the point across quickly. That's what they do. And why do we want to make it like a newspaper magazine cover? Because we don't read, we skim. When we're online, we skim. Who here has read an entire website or an entire web page? Unless it's something very interesting or something very important to you in that moment, most of the time, 99% of the time, you're not going to read an entire web page. You're going to skim. You're going to look for what's important to you. When you bring someone to your site, you've got about 4 to 6 seconds to grab their attention. If not, they're going to say, oh, must not be relevant, I'm going somewhere else. This is how you know if your website's doing a good job. In the first 10 to 20 seconds, someone should be able to identify who you are, how you can help them, and why you. So who you are, how you can help them, and why you. If they can't identify all 3 of those in 10 to 20 seconds, next. It's so easy to do. As easy as I can make this laser pointer appear on the screen, it's that easy to go to another website. All right, now I'm going to give some examples of some websites that don't do this, so you can see some bad examples, and I'll show you a good example too. All right, this is a bad example. This right here is a website, Horse of Beauty. They do something with horses. I have no idea what, and they charge for it. I have no idea who they are, why them, or how they could help if I had a horse. I wouldn't buy it from the site. There's no reason to. Now, next website. Cardinals in the playoffs, so if they make it where they come back to St. Louis, you would buy Cardinals tickets. StubHub has done a good job of giving you 2 of the 3. The one they leave out is why buy it from you. So it tells who they are, how they can help us right away. We can see Cardinals tickets. But StubHub does not give us a reason why them. So guess what we're going to do? Let's look at other places for Cardinals tickets, see if we can get them cheaper. This website, Orbitz, they do a good job of all 3. It tells Orbitz. They help us right away. Flight, car, hotel. Price assurance. That means they guarantee you're going to get the lowest price. That's a good reason to buy from them. They've done all 3, so why would you not go with Orbitz? All right, now how to implement this. How to actually take this and put it on your website. How to make these changes. Well, there's a lot of free website tools out there. Google Sites, that's a service for free where you can make a website. If you can type up an email, you can make a website for Google Sites. GoDaddy has a website creator that costs $5 a month. These are all very simple things you can do. Now, you're not going to make a complex website like Orbitz, but you can make a simple website. You make a website like a newspaper or magazine cover, and you get to the point quickly, let people know who you are, how you can help them, why you. Your website can convey what it needs to. It doesn't have to be the website, the best website in the world. It just has to be able to let people know how you can help them. Or, if you have money, pay some money for it. Let's review. 2 most important things to get out of this talk. You're going to advertise. Pretend you are the customer. Pretend you are actually your customer. Put yourself in their shoes. Search how they would search. What else would they see? And figure out if they would buy from you. And the last one is give them a good reason to buy from you. Give them a good reason, a compelling reason to buy from you. You can do that, then you will have a website